So today we got a pretty common problem with Samsung phones, the cheaper ones. Not the Galaxy phones. This is probably like an A14 or something. But I see this a lot. This probably shouldn't even have gotten checked in. I'll remind my guys to look out for this in the future. But every now and then with these cheaper Samsung Android phones, the little power button will just kind of get stuck in there. And most people think it's broken. It could be, but we'll take a look together and see. In this case, what I look at is the back. There's not really a removable back piece. It's all kind of one piece, so it kind of curves around, and the edge is actually over here by the screen. So that tells me that this whole thing just pops right off. And since these are common to have this button, let me show you how to fix it real quick. Get my eat real quick. Okay. First thing we're going to do is remove the SIM card and micro SD. We're going to pop the back off real quick. I just use a straight edge razor blade. Just kind of got to work it in there. It's best to start right where the SIM card tray is. It's pretty easy to get right in there on that flap. Just be careful not to break it. Once you get in there, you can just start to pry back until you hear the clips pop open. And you can just kind of switch to something else. Razor blade's probably still the better option at this point for the corners. Sounds like I smashed the power button already, so we know it's not broken because it just turned on us, right? So we just got to get everything realigned. And that's usually what happens. All right, the last edge. Okay, so now when we take off the back cover, we have to be careful for the power button ribbon cable. And there it is. We don't want to rip that. So we can see that the power button has kind of already realigned itself. So let's take a closer look and see what's going on here. So the power button is held on by this little rubber arm. And sometimes it just pops right out of the little slot that holds it in place. Sometimes, you know, our fingernail catches it at an angle, pushes back a little too far, and then it kind of just gets stuck in here. And once it's crooked, it's hard to get it back open until you've released some of the pressure on the frame. If you just kind of pop open right here with your razor blade, it might just straighten itself back out, pop into the hole without actually having to take this whole thing off. Since nothing's exposed, I'm not going to disconnect the battery or do anything else. I don't feel like charging the customer, so we're not going to do too much to this. We're just going to straighten this power button out, put it back together, and call them and tell them, give us a Google review or something. Don't worry about it. It's common. So now that we're going back around, snapping everything, we got to just double check. And it looks like it's going back in crooked again. So recommend putting the button on first. Make sure that's all lined up. Otherwise it might go crooked again. Give it a few presses. Make sure that even when you wiggle left and right, it's not getting stuck back in there. We don't want the customer to push it once and come right back. So push it that way, push it this way. You know, let's kind of try and beat it up. Most people are not gentle with their phones. Maybe we won't call 911. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably fixed. And shouldn't really happen again. Just be gentle with your power button. And yeah, it's just a common little problem. Don't use your fingernail. Use the, just be gentle, push straight. It happens all the time. Don't pay to get that fixed. Just pop off the back and straighten it out. It's a very, very easy thing to do. Yeah, thanks for watching.